Citizens Constitution, Citizens' Rights, Preamble, Article 1, Sections 1 and 2.
Welcome to the Citizens Freedom Network. We're proud to present the Citizens Freedom Revival. Our nation needs to restore the freedoms that have been eroded away by the government. We, the citizens, are the only ones that can bring about this restoration for ourselves and future generations to come. We, the citizens of the United States, hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In order to form a moral republic under God with moral laws and moral principles, and to form a more perfect, fair, and equitable union, reestablish justice for all, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general well-being, and secure the blessings of liberty from the Creator to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Have we become a plutocracy? Are we truly a nation that is controlled by those that have the most money? When they say that their democracy is under attack, are they really saying their plutocracy is under attack? Are we truly a nation that operates more as a plutocracy? With an ideal of those that control the money can indeed control the people, it seems more and more like a plutocracy. We now operate as follows in our government. We, the people that have the money, buy the people to control the people that do not. We at the Citizens Freedom Network believe that we can revive our constitutional republic. This can only be done by bringing forth a citizens' constitution that truly represents the rights of the citizens of the republic. By establishing a citizens' constitution that was written by the citizens and for the citizens, we can truly become a citizens' republic, which will cause the government of such republic to truly once again work for we, the citizens of the republic. The Citizens' Republic under the Citizens' Constitution will now truly operate as we, the citizens, by the citizens, for the citizens. Under the new Citizens' Constitution for the new Citizens' Republic, Article 1, Section 1 states, "The government shall serve through the consent of the citizen and the Creator whom have ordained such." The government shall be one of a moral republic with moral laws and moral principles, with a representative appointment through free elections by the citizens for the citizens. All rights of the law-abiding citizens shall be maintained at all times and shall not be infringed upon by the government that the citizens have established. All citizens shall exercise their rights with freedom and integrity, and they shall not infringe upon the rights of another citizen.
According to Article 1, Section 2, Part 1 of the Citizens' Constitution, the fundamental right to worship in faith is a cornerstone of individual autonomy and religious freedom. The citizens shall have the unalienable right to practice their chosen faith without interference or imposition from the government. It is imperative that the government upholds and protects this sacred right, ensuring that the diverse beliefs and practices of its citizens are respected and upheld. The government is mandated to safeguard the citizens' freedom to organize, worship, teach, speak, and pray according to their individual faith traditions. Any attempt by the government to infringe upon these rights would be a violation of the principles of liberty and equality upon which our society is built. Therefore, it is incumbent upon the government to refrain from enacting any legislation that favors or discriminates against any particular faith or religion. Furthermore, the government must not impede the free exercise of religion by its citizens. This includes refraining from any actions that restrict or suppress religious practices, beliefs, or expressions. The government must maintain a stance of neutrality and impartiality when it comes to matters of faith, ensuring that all individuals are free to worship according to their conscience. In conclusion, the government's commitment to upholding the right of the citizens to worship in faith is essential for the preservation of a just and moral society. By respecting and protecting religious freedom, the government ensures that the diverse fabric of beliefs and practices within the nation can flourish harmoniously, fostering a culture of mutual respect and understanding among its people.
The Citizens' Constitution, Citizens' Rights, Article 1, Section 2, Part 2.
In the Citizens' Constitution, the freedom of speech is a fundamental right that must be upheld without infringement. Regardless of whether the speech is considered offensive or divisive, citizens have the right to express their views and opinions without fear of censorship.
It is essential for individuals to have the autonomy to decide which speech they engage with or reject, as this allows for a diverse exchange of ideas and perspectives within the society.
Furthermore, the freedom of the press plays a crucial role in upholding transparency and accountability within a moral republic and free society. It is imperative that the press remains free from government control or monopolization by powerful corporations or organizations. A diverse and independent media landscape is essential for ensuring that citizens have access to a variety of viewpoints and information, enabling them to make informed decisions as active participants in the democratic process.
Encouraging free speech and open dialogue is instrumental in fostering a well-informed and educated citizenry. By engaging in respectful and constructive conversations, individuals can challenge their own beliefs, learn from others, and contribute to the collective knowledge of the Republic. Protecting and promoting these principles of free speech and press is vital for the health and vitality of a moral republic and free society, ensuring that all voices have the opportunity to be heard and respected.
Citizens' Rights, Article 1, Section 2, Part 3, Peaceful Assembly.
The right of citizens to peacefully assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances is a fundamental aspect of a moral republic. This constitutional right ensures that individuals have the freedom to express their opinions and engage in collective action without fear of government interference. The Citizens' Constitution explicitly protects this right, recognizing its importance in a free and open society.
Permit requirements for peaceful assemblies can potentially infringe upon this fundamental right. Requiring permits may create barriers to organizing peaceful protests and demonstrations, limiting the ability of citizens to exercise their freedom of assembly. By eliminating the need for permits, the government upholds the principle of unrestricted peaceful assembly, allowing citizens to freely express their views and engage in public discourse.
However, with the freedom to assemble comes the responsibility to do so peacefully and without causing harm to others or property. Citizens who fail to assemble peacefully and engage in destructive behavior must be held accountable for any damages incurred. Charging individuals for damages caused during assemblies serves to deter violence and protect public and private property, ensuring that peaceful assembly remains a constructive and lawful form of expression.
In conclusion, the right to peacefully assemble and petition the government is a cornerstone of our republic. By eliminating permit requirements for peaceful assemblies and holding individuals accountable for damages caused during assemblies, the government can uphold this fundamental right while maintaining public order and safety.
Citizens' Rights, Article 1, Section 2, Part 4, Parenting of Children.
This provision ensuring the right of citizens to raise their children in a manner they consider moral and acceptable, encompassing aspects of health, education, and faith, is a fundamental principle safeguarded by the Citizens' Constitution. This right is enshrined to protect the autonomy and integrity of family units, recognizing the unique role parents play in nurturing and guiding their children. However, this right is not absolute, and the state reserves the authority to intervene in cases where a court determines that a parent has failed to uphold their responsibilities.
Should it be established in a court of law that a citizen has been irresponsible either through abuse or neglect to raise their children, parental rights may be temporarily revoked. This measure is designed to ensure the well-being and best interests of the children involved. The temporary suspension of parental rights aims to prompt the parent to demonstrate their capability to fulfill their obligations towards their children effectively.
The legal process involved in determining parental competency is crucial in safeguarding children from harm and ensuring their overall development. It serves as a mechanism to hold parents accountable for their actions and decisions regarding their children's upbringing. By setting aside parental rights until the individual can prove their competence, the legal system emphasizes the paramount importance of ensuring a safe, supportive, and nurturing environment for children.
In conclusion, while parents possess the right to raise their children according to their beliefs and values, this right is subject to scrutiny if their actions are deemed detrimental to the well-being of the child. The legal framework outlined serves to strike a balance between parental autonomy and child protection, ultimately prioritizing the welfare and best interests of the parents and children involved.
The Citizens' Constitution, Citizens' Rights, Article 1, Section 2, Part 5, Citizens' Health. The fundamental right of citizens to make decisions regarding their health, life, and death is a critical aspect of individual autonomy and self-determination. This principle underscores the significance of personal agency and choice in matters that intimately affect one's well-being and existence. The United States and its constituent states must respect and uphold this inherent right, ensuring that individuals have the freedom to navigate complex healthcare decisions in collaboration with their healthcare providers and based on their own values and beliefs.
Central to this right is the acknowledgement that the decision-making process concerning one's life should involve the individual, their physician, and their spiritual beliefs or worldview. This holistic approach recognizes the multifaceted nature of end-of-life choices and emphasizes the importance of considering medical expertise alongside personal values and faith-based considerations.
By safeguarding the right of citizens to be responsible for their health, life, and death, the Citizens' Constitution promotes a society that values individual autonomy, dignity, and self-governance. This commitment to respecting personal freedoms in healthcare decision-making reflects a commitment to ethical principles such as patient autonomy, beneficence, and respect for persons. In conclusion, the right of citizens to determine their course of action in matters of health, life, and death is a foundational principle that underscores the importance of individual agency and self-determination. This right should be protected and upheld by the United States and its states to ensure that individuals can make informed choices that align with their values, preferences, and beliefs, with the guidance and support of their healthcare providers and in accordance with their spiritual convictions.
Citizens' Constitution, Citizens' Rights, Article 1, Section 2, Part 6, Right to Work or Rest.
In the Citizens' Constitution, the right of citizens aged 18 or older excluding members of the armed forces, to be responsible in managing their work and rest schedules is a fundamental aspect of individual autonomy and well-being. This right is enshrined to ensure that individuals can maintain a healthy work-life balance and protect their physical and mental health. However, this right is not absolute and can be subject to limitations in cases where individuals or corporations act irresponsibly, endangering the lives or property of others. When a citizen or corporation is found to have acted irresponsibly, leading to harm to others, it is imperative that measures are taken to address the situation and prevent future occurrences. One such measure could be placing the individual or corporation on a probationary period with reasonable working hours and rest schedules. This probationary period, which should not exceed 3 years, aims to ensure that the individual or corporation relearns the importance of responsible behavior and contributes positively to society. By implementing such probationary measures, the United States will uphold its commitment to promoting a safe and secure environment for all its citizens. This approach strikes a balance between individual rights and societal interests, emphasizing the importance of accountability and responsibility in a moral and free society. Ultimately, by holding individuals and corporations accountable for their actions, the United States fosters a culture of responsibility and respect for the well-being of all members of its society. Citizens' Rights, Article 1, Section 2, Part 7, Citizens' Privacy.
The concept of privacy and protection of personal information is fundamental in upholding the rights of citizens. The Citizens' Constitution safeguards individuals from unwarranted intrusions by the government, corporations, and organizations. This protection extends to various aspects of a person's life, including their physical being, residences, documents, electronic communications, and possessions. This provision establishes that individuals have the right to be secure in their persons, homes, papers, electronic communications, intellectual properties and effects. It prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures by the government or any entities acting on its behalf. This ensures that individuals are not subject to arbitrary or unjustified invasions of their privacy. Furthermore, the requirement for warrants to be issued based on probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, serves as a check against abuse of power. Warrants must specifically describe the location to be searched and the items or individuals to be seized. This specificity ensures that searches are conducted with a clear and legitimate purpose, preventing overreach and protecting individual liberties. By upholding the principles, the United States and its states, as well as corporations and organizations, are obligated to respect the privacy and rights of citizens. This legal framework not only sets standards for lawful conduct but also reinforces the importance of safeguarding individual freedoms. This stands as a pillar of protection against unjust interference and underscores the value of privacy in maintaining a moral and free society. Citizens' Rights. Article 1. Section 2. Part 8. Right to bear arms.
The concept of a well-regulated citizen militia and the right of citizens to keep and bear arms have been subjects of much debate and controversy in the United States. The Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states, a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the citizen to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed, has been interpreted in various ways over the years. The Citizens' Constitution puts an end to that debate on whether or not the individual citizen shall have the right to bear arms. A well-regulated citizen militia, being necessary to the security of the citizens' republic, the right of the citizens to keep and bear arms regardless of type, shall not be infringed. The phrase, well-regulated citizen militia, refers to a group of armed citizens who can be called upon to defend the state in times of need. This militia was seen as a necessary safeguard against tyranny and external threats. The right of citizens to keep and bear arms, regardless of type, was considered essential to maintaining this militia and ensuring the security of the republic. The term, shall not be infringed, indicates that this right is fundamental and should not be restricted by the government. It reflects the belief that individual citizens have a right to self-defense. Whether that self-defense be from another individual, a tyrannical government or an invading government, the citizen shall have the right to be able to possess firearms. In conclusion, this provision's language regarding the right to keep and bear arms reflects the importance of a well-regulated citizen militia in ensuring the security of the citizen's republic as well as the individual citizen. Citizens' Rights. Article 1, Section 2, Part 9, No Quartering of Troops.
The Third Amendment to the United States Constitution, enacted in 1791 as part of the Bill of Rights, explicitly prohibits the quartering of soldiers in private homes without the owner's consent, safeguarding the sanctity of individual property rights. This provision reflects the Founding Fathers' commitment to protecting citizens from unwarranted intrusions by the government, particularly in times of peace and war. The historical context of the Third Amendment can be traced back to the grievances of the American colonists against British troops during the pre-revolutionary period. The Quartering Act of 1765 and subsequent laws allowed British soldiers to take up residence in private residences, leading to widespread abuses and violations of privacy. The Founding Fathers, mindful of these abuses, included the Third Amendment to ensure that such violations would not occur under the newly established government. By prohibiting the forced quartering of soldiers or any other agency of the government, this provision of the Citizens' Constitution upholds the principles of individual autonomy and property rights. It affirms the idea that citizens have a right to control who enters their homes and under what circumstances, reinforcing the concept of a limited government that respects the boundaries of private property. Moreover, this provision serves as a reminder of the balance of power between the state and the individual, emphasizing the importance of consent and protection against arbitrary government actions. It underscores the foundational values of liberty and security that underpin the Citizens' Constitution's framework, affirming the inherent dignity and rights of every citizen.
Citizens' Rights. Article 1, Section 2, Part 10, Posse Comitatus.
The principle of posse comitatus, as enshrined in the Citizens' Constitution, serves as a critical safeguard against the misuse of military power within domestic matters. The limitation on the use of federal armed forces as a posse comitatus against citizens underscores the Founding Fathers' intent to uphold the separation of military and civilian authority, thereby preserving the principles of the nation. By explicitly defining the circumstances under which military personnel can be involved in domestic law enforcement, the Citizens' Constitution establishes boundaries to prevent potential abuses of power and protect the rights and freedoms of the citizens. The prohibition on employing military members as a posse comitatus without express constitutional authorization emphasizes the importance of civilian control over law enforcement activities. This restriction serves to maintain the balance of power between the armed forces and civilian institutions, preventing the military from encroaching on the rights and liberties of citizens. By adhering to this constitutional provision, the government upholds the rule of law and ensures that law enforcement activities are conducted to protect the Republic. Furthermore, the explicit delineation of the limitations on using military personnel as a posse comitatus underscores the commitment to upholding the constitutional rights of individuals. By circumscribing the circumstances under which the military can be deployed for domestic purposes, the Citizens' Constitution aims to protect citizens from arbitrary or excessive use of force by the armed forces. This provision also protects the citizens from a military dictatorship becoming the form of governance in the United States. This provision reinforces the fundamental principles of due process, accountability, and transparency in law enforcement operations, thereby safeguarding the civil liberties and dignity of all individuals within the nation.
Citizens' Rights. Article 1. Section 2. Part 11. No more income or inheritance taxes. The protection of citizens from capitation or direct taxes on their incomes or inheritances is a fundamental right enshrined in the Citizens' Constitution. This provision serves to safeguard the financial well-being and autonomy of individuals and corporations within the country. By prohibiting the federal government and state authorities from imposing such taxes, this clause upholds the principles of fairness, freedom, and economic stability.
The prohibition on capitation and direct taxes on incomes or inheritances prevents undue financial burdens on citizens and corporations, ensuring that they are not unfairly targeted for excessive taxation based on their earnings or assets. This safeguard promotes economic equality and encourages investment, entrepreneurship, and wealth accumulation without the fear of oppressive taxation. Furthermore, by explicitly stating that this right shall not be infringed, the Citizens' Constitution establishes a clear boundary for governmental authority in the realm of taxation. This limitation underscores the importance of protecting the financial rights of individuals and entities from overreach by the state, thereby upholding the principles of individual liberty and property rights.
In conclusion, the provision prohibiting capitation or direct taxes on incomes or inheritances derived from citizens or corporations is a vital component of the Citizens' Constitution. It serves to protect the economic interests and rights of individuals and entities, promoting a fair and stable financial environment that fosters prosperity and economic growth.
Citizens' Rights. Article 1, Section 2, Part 12, Citizen Adulthood. The rationale behind using the age of 18 is rooted in the idea of equality and fairness. If young adults are old enough to fight and die for their country in a war at age 18, then they are also responsible enough to make adult decisions in all matters of their lives. By extending all rights of adulthood to 18-year-olds, the Citizens' Constitution acknowledges the importance of engaging young citizens in shaping the future of the nation.
This provision reflects the principles of equal representation. It recognizes that all adult citizens, regardless of age, should have a voice in the decisions that affect their lives. By ensuring that the rights of citizens are protected regardless of age, the United States will uphold the fundamental values of liberty and equality. In conclusion, the Citizens' Constitution stands as a testament to the progress of our republic and the ongoing quest for inclusivity and representation. By enshrining the rights of citizens aged 18 and older, this affirms the principles of equality and ensures that all voices are heard in the democratic process.
If you would like more information, check us out at citizensfreedomnetwork.com. Thank you for watching. And as always, we appreciate those that follow, subscribe, and like. Thank you. Have a good day.